Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, the President celebrated Labor Day and American economic patriotism at Milwaukee's Laborfest, then traveled east for a 3-day two-country trip to Estonia, and then on to the NATO summit in Wales. It's August 29th to September 4th, or Every Gray Hair is Worth It.
Every inch of it, we've had to work against a lockstep opposition that is opposed to everything we do. But it was worth it. Every gray hair is worth it.
The month of September and this week's West Wing Week kicked off with a Labor Day bang when the president marked the holiday with a visit to Milwaukee's Laborfest. While there, he spoke on the need to support policies that advance job growth and investment in middle-class families here in America. On Tuesday, the president, his senior staff, aides, and the press pool all boarded Air Force One to travel the 4,338 miles, or 6,981 kilometers, or 3,769 nautical miles east to the Republic of Estonia for the beginning of a 2-day, 3-country trip that comprises the rest of this edition of the West Wing Week. Ready? Here we go.
Welcome to Estonia.
On Wednesday, the president began his marathon day in Estonia, meeting with U.S. embassy staffers. Then it was on to the Patriotism Palace for the official arrival ceremony and a formal bilateral meeting with President Ilves of Estonia. The two presidents held a joint news conference before this president peeled off to visit the Stenbock House and meet with Prime Minister Roivas. Then it was on to the Patriotism Art Museum to meet with all 3 Baltic presidents, including the presidents of Latvia and Lithuania, to discuss security cooperation and collective defense. That afternoon, the president spoke to students, young professionals, and civil society leaders at the Nordea Concert Hall. Back at the airport, the last stop of the day in Estonia was to thank U.S. and Estonian troops who are serving and training together in Estonia. Then it was time to fly west to Newport, Wales, in advance of the next day's big event, the NATO summit. Goodbye, Estonia, and hello, Magic Isle. If it's Thursday, it must be Wales. The president started the day by visiting a primary school in Wales with British Prime Minister David Cameron.
This young man, right?
What's it feel like being the president of the United States?
And look, it's interesting. And when you meet people that you've helped, then you really feel good. When I have a chance to help other people, as opposed to just doing something for myself, that gives me the most satisfaction.
At NATO, the president met with allied leaders for a session on ending the war in Afghanistan. The president has described NATO as the most powerful and important alliance in world history. He has worked to cultivate strong military and diplomatic relationships with our NATO allies in a way that promotes peace around the world and strengthens the security of the United States of America. This year's meeting presented an important opportunity for the president to continue to lead the international community's coordinated response to a range of urgent situations around the globe, including the expansion of violent extremism in the Arab world. And with that, we bid you a fond farewell until next week, when we'll see you all stateside. And in the meantime, a friendly reminder, find out more information about any of these topics and see complete videos of these events at whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out this Baltic Welsh edition of your West Wing Week.
Thank you.